Hi, my name's Joyce. I helped write this song and I provided the vocals on the track.
Hey, my name's Chris Flynn. I've helped write the song and I also play guitar on the track.
Hi, I'm Ross Teal. I helped write this song and I provided bass for this track.
My name is Sam Gooch and I played drums in the track Let Me Know.
Who I wrote this song with. I originally wrote this song on the 7th of November in the space of half an hour with Chris Flynn and Ross Teal. It was under the stairs with a natural reverb of the room at uni. However, when we decided that this would be one of the songs that we hand in for the assessment, we agreed that the low quality recording needed to be changed. That in mind, we thought about making it more electric and recording it properly in one of the studios at the university. This is around the time that Ross added his bass onto the track and we asked third year Sam Gooch to come and join us to play the drums for us. I booked the studio a couple of times, but due to unforeseen circumstances had the sessions changed 3 times. What the lyrics mean. As I understood it, the task was set to write the Eurovision style song with the theme of the lyrics being somewhat political. So the lyrics are about Brexit, but making it sound like a breakup song. And I think the similarities are quite obvious. Eurovision is almost always cheesy pop, so we used a couple of lyrical cliches such as I had to go, we could start again, and together in the sun. We also included the use of some woes, similar to millennial woes, to keep the song catchy and memorable. The first verse is about the confused reasoning behind a breakup. The second verse is about everything being a mess afterwards and regretting the outcome. And the third verse / bridge section is about hope of rebuilding a relationship. Song structure and vocal melody. The song consists of 3 verses and 3 choruses. The third verse is a sort of bridge section as musically it is softer and the vocal melody is slightly different from the others. And then builds up into the final chorus, overlapping. Eurovision songs are usually simple songs, so this is how we came up with the structure. The verses are fairly stationary melody-wise, except for the last word either being higher or lower and more sustained than the rest of the line. The choruses, however, have an ascending melody. I also added dampened delays to the track to add to the cliché poppiness of it. Chris used the same 3 chords throughout the song, but played them slightly differently for each section, but you can still tell the difference between the verses and the choruses because of the vocals and the intensity of the playing. Why I chose this for my lead song. I chose this song because I felt that out of all the other tracks that I produced for the tasks of this module, this was one of the strongest. I enjoyed singing it as it's catchy and the development was fun, and there was a lot to talk about with the development. The original version of the song was very low quality because it was recorded using Chris's phone. The vocals were too quiet in some places and also very muffled. Before we had even decided that this was one of our tracks that we'd be submitting, we wanted to record it again more professionally in one of the university studios. This took a while, as I've already mentioned, the studio time got a couple of setbacks. However, when we got to re-recording the track, we'd switched from acoustic to electric, giving the opportunity for Ross to play his bass on the track, and before Sam had agreed to play the drums for us, I mentioned that I could play the most basic rhythm on the drums if we became desperate. In the first studio session, hearing the song come together made me really excited, and I just wanted to get in the vocal booth and start singing onto the track. However, we'd run out of time by this point, so we quickly booked a final session to get my vocals done. When we'd got back into the studio to record my vocals, I took a couple of takes, as I wanted to get my vocals to sound right for the song. I also recorded harmony tracks underneath the chorus. When it got to mixing the track, Chris did the majority of it, but I asked him to send me the Logic files so I could adjust some bits, as I felt the timing was a bit off in some places and I could put some reverb and delays on my vocals. My favourite bit of the song and why. Personally, I believe that the best part of the track is the softer third verse / bridge section, as it's a real contrast from the harshness of the chorus that it then builds into. I also enjoyed recording, and still now singing along to, the overlapping section as the final chorus begins because it gives me the chance to really sing out the note. Things I'd improve if I could record it again. If I had more time in the studio to record my vocals, I'd like to redo the choruses because I can hear in some parts that my voice is shaky and strained. This is only because I was ill at the time, and if I could go back healthier and record new vocals, I'd be much happier with the final outcome.